Okay, new manifold, AC charged. We have done 0.8 miles so far. We're just gonna be running some errands around town. Dropping off some mail. Nothing like overpriced petroleum. Alright, definitely getting a burning smell. I think it's from this little heat shield. It smells kind of like gunpowder. And that still looks good. The sights, the sounds, no exhaust fumes. It's quiet. You can't make this up. We are 8.4 miles in. We got the sights and sounds of a Radley exhaust. No exhaust fumes. And the sweet vibration of the exhaust rattling. Okay, so usually I'd just be flooring it everywhere, but now I'm paranoid that something's going to break just because we only made it 12.5 miles before the intake manifold broke. But let's just enjoy the road. Alright, so our tack is jumping up and down. So maybe our distributor's loose. I'm gonna try to pull over right here. So still got that burning smell. No fluid leaks. Our pulleys aren't wobbly. Okay, we will definitely the smell of bull by. Let's continue. No, let's not continue because that's not even tight. Okay, so now my timing's all jacked. I will say that this is because I didn't want to over tighten because it's plastic. All right, well, we'll keep an eye on that. Okay, tack is still bouncing. It's feeling like it's missing a little. Okay, yeah, this thing is all over the place. Well, it could be that I left some needle nose. Oh, that's hot. Ooh, in the little spark plug valley. That definitely could do some funny arcing. That or we melted a hole in our distributor cap already. Not yet. No, that's not accurate. I mean, could definitely be a loose ground also. I really doubt it's these WAGO connectors. These are better than any connection I can make. Let's tighten that. See, this is why we're testing stuff. To make sure everything's tight. Could it be this thing all loose and wobbling around? Could it be a lot of noise generated from this alternator? Okay, well, besides breaking down, it's peaceful out here. No cars have driven by in a while. That means if I get stranded, I don't have phone reception. So we'll just walk home. All right, as much as I want to continue, we're going to limp it home. With 13.6 miles and our tack jumping around. that distributor adapter is probably melting. Luckily in the back seat, I got all the parts to fix it just in case it stalls. Oh yeah, she's definitely misfiring. Good thing we're downhill. So yeah, it definitely is misfiring like crazy now. No doubt in my mind that we will make it home. I can always edit this video. Yeah, so I'll say this thing is just kind of wobbly. We're gonna put some zip ties in here and kind of try to support this. You guys are so dumb. Why would you waste your time on a dumb project like this? Okay, I cut the end off of this. I gotta cut this big piece now. Okay, just hacksaw this off manually because there wasn't a good way to cut it. Now we face this and bore it. Okay, couple rough cuts. I gotta keep going till that's 27. That will work. All right, we are left with the remnants and the adapter, which I'll just RTV. So yeah, look how much this thing rocks back and forth. Recording it now, but this is how the distributor sits. This is the old plate and this is the distributor. Still adjustable with this slot. And that's just siliconed in there. Okay, disconnect your vacuum advance and shoot away. Miles? 15.
Oh, that's a record.
15 miles. We've made it without
this,
breaking down.
right now.
Doing some post 15-mile inspections.
Okay.
So far so good.
Well, because we want to mentally prepare what's gonna need before we eat.
Yeah,
Okay,
well, we're gonna eat
we're gonna
and
eat
then
right
I'm
now.
gonna blast the AC to show off. And then we'll break down. We got 21 miles on the clock and so far so good. Universal City. Had to roll up the window so you could hear me talk, so we got AC blasting here. But I'm nervous right now, guys. I'm with Jim and we're gonna take the Phantom lane. 22 miles. So you see all this traffic here to the left? We're gonna stay in this lane and there's no cops behind us. Pay attention. This lane is gonna go to the 101, but if I just stick to the left, I'm gonna feel like a jackass right now. Had to turn off overdrive. Okay, we're gonna stick to the, oh look, Corolla's taking the Phantom lane. We're taking the Phantom lane. No lane. No lane, no lane, no lane. And now we're in the lane. That was it. That felt good. That felt good. Hey, how's the AC blow?
It's cold, dude.
I don't know if I'm undercharged or overcharged, but
I mean, it's good. It's cold.
Like right in the middle.
That's all that matters.
I freeballed it.
That's all that matters. And is wait, what's the outside temp today? 69 degrees.
Yeah.
Who needs AC when you have a sunroof?
Oh, I know.
You have all this.
I know. But you know, actually, the amount of road noise in this car is actually pretty good.
This thing's quiet.
I don't know what the decibel rating is, but I can actually hear myself think.
Why would you want to gut your interior?
I don't know. Ask the 16-year-old dinguses on Club for AG.
Let's see. Does the light work? Yay!
Jim downshifting for me and upshifting for me. Of course it works.
Wow.
Damn, I like how that other Corolla took the Phantom lane.
Creature comforts.
Yeah. Soon I'll have the fog working.
Beautiful.
24 miles in, boys. Flooring it with AC. First gear is always long in this car. Flooring it with AC. Hey, we accelerated. Hey, we didn't overheat with AC on. That's how my car looks stock, and that's my car. And we made it back on my driveway. Okay, so it's way too early in the morning. We're gonna drive this to work. That's why it's way too early. Just in case we break down, we can fix it so we're not late to work. Okay, so yesterday we did 30 miles. So we'll be at 100 miles before the end of today, if nothing breaks down. Okay, halfway to work, so if we break down now, we can still make it. I'm sure most Corolla guys would appreciate this cruising RPM. We got to work an hour early, 70 miles on the clock. 13 and a half hours later, we drive it home. If it starts. Starts. A car behind me. On my way to work, 123. All right, got to work, 163 miles. Our idle is high. Something's going on. We'll check it when we get off. Many hours later. Let's see if it starts. So yeah, it was idling high earlier, but I didn't see anything obvious. Could just be sticky throttle, or it could be the flange warped. Who knows? Let's let this warm up. Okay, it's not idling high. We're getting gas. 200 miles. Good job. Okay, so I am home and it is idling high. So we're definitely gonna keep an eye on that. Okay. Upon some inspection, this water neck is leaking. Actually, the hose. This clamp isn't clamping. I got new upper hose and lower hose, but we're dripping a little. You can see some wet residue there. Not from my welds. Those look good. Not from the RTV, but from the actual hose. It's moist. And then looking at everything else, I'm trying to see if there's any vacuum leaks. Maybe idle just needs to be adjusted again. Quarter of a turn. Had this reservoir tank full, so yeah, it's been drinking. 200 miles. Alright, getting into 208 miles now on the way to work. We adjusted that hose clamp, just kind of reclocked it and topped off some water. Starts right up. A lot of squeaking. 242 miles. Okay, starting to drizzle a little. That shouldn't matter because this car doesn't care. 247. 282 with high idle. Haven't adjusted it. 287 on this beautiful Sunday morning, driving through Burbank, California. can't record it. 303, 304. Success. Well, I gotta say, letting my car warm up. We're at 323 miles. This is the 4th day in a row I've driven my car from the valley to Long Beach, 40 miles each way. So impressions, not too shabby. This is a comfortable car, very comfortable, very quiet. I can listen to music, suspension soft, and now I don't even have to shift. Only feature thing I'm gonna be putting on is cruise control, and then I'm tempted to do a blow-through turbo. Yeah, no intercooler. It's in my mind, so who knows? I could just be talking out of my ass. Anyways, it's a good car. It runs and drives and starts.